Hey, you deserve the best, make sure you get the best. Let's go do your part, your shot gon' get the rest.
Hey, what's good, y'all, man? I'm here with my little nephew, man. Shalom, y'all. All praise to the Most High, man. We about to go out and we about to build some foundation today. And, I'm going to take y'all to the perfect place, a place you wouldn't even expect, where you can go and get you some foundation building, man, where you can kind of go and find some knowledge to pair along with what you know from the Bible. So you're going to get some principles to go along with your parables. I said that earlier. I thought that was pretty clean. It might not be, but this my nephew Jeremiah. He gonna come with us. We about to vibe out. We just about to chill, man. So, all right. Hey, y'all. We finally made it to the destination, man. We finally made it to the destination, man. This destination is something that most people don't expect to go and get no knowledge from. It is a place you can get some good used gear from, especially if you're trying to customize it. If you know a tailor or something like that. You go in here, have them tailor a suit up, tailor some jeans up, fix some clothing for you. But you just buy it out of here. You take it to your tailor. But what I'm talking about is the Goodwill. And no matter, I'm not at a special Goodwill. I'm sitting here with my nephew. Y'all see him. I'm not at a special Goodwill. This is just a regular Goodwill. And in this Goodwill, they're going to have something that can help you build. What you'll find is the people who will come in here and put books and things that they don't use anymore. But a lot of times these books are keys to them having what they do have. So we just about to go in here and look at the book section. And we just going to get one book. We're going to start with one book. We're going to get one book, and then we're going to read a couple pages and see what knowledge we can actually glean from this process. All right, shalom. All right, y'all. So they got loud music on in here, but we at the book section. Let's just see what they have. So if I get yellow marked, I might just go ahead and put music over this from this point on. We just looking at some books. This is trying to find the right book. What they got? We're just looking for books that can help you. Any type. Whatever type of help you need. But that's what anything you read, you gotta be able to take the meat and leave the bones. So Codependent No More. Danielle Steele, Another Gospel. What's that about? A lifelong Christian seeks truth in response to progressive Christianity. I don't know what that's about. The purpose-driven life. Okay. What on earth am I here for? Okay. That's a candidate. Oh, that. Eckhart Tolle. You can read. There's some information in here, but it's dangerous, so you really gotta be able to break that down and spit out the bones. Also, if you see anything you like, let me know. I don't think I'm gonna see nothing I like. Zig Ziglar on selling. Ultimate Handbook. See, if you want to become a business person, they got little tools like this. If we was doing a business section, I would pick that one up. We ain't doing business right now. We just doing basic foundation. Even though everywhere you go, you are selling something. So whether you're selling yourself to a person, doing a job interview, you getting in a relationship, you introducing yourself, how to be a star at work, 9 breakthrough strategies you need. That sounds interesting. What separates stars from average performers? Stars are made, not born. That's actually a candidate. What you think? It's a candidate. Alright. I'm gonna do 3. I'm gonna pull 3. Now I'm only on the first show. So let's see. It's the first show I looked at. Let's keep in mind it's a whole little section. So I'm actually gonna tap back in when I find 3. All right, y'all. So we back. Let's put the 3 contestants up. These are the 3 contestants. All right. So we got A Course in Life by Joan something. We got How to Be a Star at Work. Then we got The Purpose Driven Life. I seen that they got a lot of these copies down here. So if y'all interested in that Purpose Driven Life, it's gonna be at a bunch of places, because what happens with these books is you get a spiritual bestseller or a self-help bestseller, and then after people read them, they sit on the bookshelf for so long, and then eventually they end up getting rid of them. But the reason why I'm here is because we are people that they say is destroyed for a lack of knowledge. And if we're destroyed for a lack of knowledge, first thing we need to do to get knowledge, all the knowledge is in books, and all the knowledge has to be read, unless somebody's going to tell it to you in a YouTube video that read it somewhere else or was told by a mentor. We need to go and build our library. So if you don't got a room in your house that look like this, they got some bookshelves, something wrong. If your people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge, you got to be building your knowledge. And not all books like this. You're supposed to have some biblical books, some apocrypha, whatever you got. You know what I'm saying? Some pseudepigrapha, Sefer, whatever books you got. Jazz, all that. I'll put all of them on a bookshelf, because what you're going to find is there's some principles that your mind isn't able to digest yet. That's in the Bible. And when you read this, you're going to be able to see the Bible in a different light. When you read one of these different books, when you read in general, you're going to be able to understand more, because you're getting knowledge. And the curse is being lifted off of you the more knowledge you get. So, it's not knowledge alone. You know what I'm saying? It's not knowledge alone. It ain't bread alone. You know? So, this is just a piece of it. So, we got to be able to eat these books and spit out the bones. Eat the book and spit out the bones. Spit out whatever's not good in the book. So, out of these 3, which one? Hey, come over here, Jeremiah. Out of these 3, which one you think? You got to pick one. How to Be a Star at Work. Breakthrough strategies you need to succeed. Okay, let's go with that one. So you pick this one. I'm gonna actually get this one. I'm gonna get these 2. That sound good? All right, that's a bet. You got a little cookbook. You know how to cook? What's your favorite meal to cook?
Cereal.
Alright, enough said. One book was $1.91, the other book was $2.92. Oh man, you can't even get a McDonald's meal for that amount. Nephew ain't with me no more, but we still gonna review the book he picked out. And after this video, I thought I'm gonna browse through it. I might continue to do this one online with y'all, or I might give it back to my nephew. I'm not sure yet, but we gonna see. We gonna see. So, what I was going to do is just read this the first page. So once again, the name of this book is How to Be a Star at Work. 9 breakthrough strategies you need to succeed. All right. Honestly, the preface. All right, we changed the format because for some reason the camera doesn't want to give me a good illumination when it's in landscape. So anyway, hopefully the knowledge is still good for y'all to get and to hear. We're just gonna read the first page and a half. You gotta forgive me, my wife is over here making me some wonderful tacos. I ain't gonna get her, but let me just see what we got. We got a little ground turkey, a little, I don't know if y'all can even see, a little rice, some shells, a little Morgan David. I ain't gonna even have none of that though. A little salad, all that good stuff. But thank you, baby. So here we go. Chapter 1. Title of the chapter is What Leads to Star Performance. Now I don't know if it's gonna be good or bad, but we'll check it out. Whenever people hear about my star performer work, whether sitting next to me on an airplane or at a professional conference, they invariably want the 30-second soundbite answer to years of research. So what's the big secret, Kelly? What is it that separates star producers from average performers? I'll be glad to share the answer. I'll tell them. But before I do, would you mind sharing with me what you think accounts for the difference? Think of someone who is a star performer. Get that person vividly in your mind. Now think of an average performer. Compare these two and tell me what separates them. This one got me with the egghead. All right, that's a little bit better. Compare these two and think about what separates them, right? It's like, I ask these questions because I have found that most people have preconceived notions about the underlying causes of star productivity that leads to success. And most of those notions are as wrong as can be. I can empathize with them because I was once in their shoes. I'll read one more section. 10 years ago, I was living a consultant's worst nightmare. For 24 months, my investigative team, originally consisting of Janet Kaplan, consistent of Janet Kaplan from the New School for Social Research, Dick Hayes from Carnegie Mellon University, and me have been working with executives at one of the world's high-tech giants, Bell Labs, all of us convinced we could crack one of the great mysteries of the modern workplace. What separates the star performers from their average coworkers? When they hire the world's best and brightest, why do only a few become 10 or 24 wonders? Those who outshine and produce their peers by factors of 10 or 20. Okay? It says, we set out to answer the question gnawing at Bell Labs' top management and recruiters. How is it that a company with access to cream of the crop graduates from the world's most prestigious schools ended up with only a sprinkling of star producers and an otherwise solid but mostly average workforce? I guess I'll finish this section because it's not going to really give us any conclusion, any meat to work with. I wasn't sure what type of book this was, but it seems or it appears to be one of the books that it needs to give, you got to read a little bit more to get the conclusion and get the answers that you're really looking for. So let's continue to read on. Just a couple more paragraphs. All right, so it says, for executives at Bell Labs, these were not questions of idle curiosity. As the world's premier R&D organization, so that R&D means research and development, Bell Labs' reputation and its future depended on the productivity of star performers. The mid-1980s were a critical time for Bell Labs. Top management was beginning to preach about the need for thinking ahead of the curve, for coming up with ideas for improved productivity. There was good reason for the new attitude. The monolith known as Ma Bell was no more. In its place, after the dust settled from the court-ordered breakup of AT&T, were 7 baby Bell companies. And at the satellite centers outside Chicago and Columbus, Ohio, were being thrown into the competitive arena for the first time in their working lives. Forward-thinking managers were concerned about finding ways to prepare them for this sea change by boosting productivity. The way Bell Labs managers figured it, if they find a way to better measure their workers' productivity and develop a plan to improve it, something else was going to do it for them. Okay, we'll read that again. The way Bell Labs managers figured it, if they didn't find a way to measure their workers' productivity and develop a plan to improve it, someone else was going to do it for them. Perhaps competitive pressure would force a restructuring. Wall Street will force layoffs. Okay, so I see where this is going. All right. So this seems like it's going to be a decent read. It does seem like it's going to be a decent read, but what's really happening with it is giving me outliers vibes from Malcolm Gladwell. It is a wordy read. I can tell you that off top. It's a wordy read, but it's probably going to have a lot of stories and support, and then they'll set you up with a strategy after they give you all of the support. They're not going to tell you the strategy and then give you the supporting information. This is one of those books where you get all of the supporting information, then they tell you the strategy. But what this is going to, what this, I can tell what this is going to be good for is, you know, a lot of us, you know, even when we come together, we don't understand that a nation is really a workforce. A nation is really a workforce. So what does that mean? In this book, they're trying to get more people in the workforce to be great performers, to do their best work. And if this was the nation that we're building, or the nation that's already here that needs to be, you know, that needs to understand its structure, we want more people in our nation to be top performers. So even though the nation isn't technically a company, it's still a business. And that's what a nation is. That's why they have GDP. The GDP is the gross domestic product. That's the basically like the gross revenue of a country, their output. So, you know, it's just Robert E. Kelly. That's an interesting name. It's by Robert E. Kelly. But I'm just saying, he says he taught at Carnegie Mellon. But I'm just saying that if you start any organization, if you're part of any organization, right? If you're at the top, you can read this book and develop some ideas. I'm not saying this book is going to give you all ideas, but you can develop some ideas on how to create top performers, right? If you're in any type of organization, and the body of Christ is an organization, right? You can read this book and not help other people become top performers. You yourself can become a top performer. So whether you're at the top, you're at the bottom, it don't matter. If you're at the top, you're already a top performer, and this might give you more insights on how to make more people become a top performer. If you're at the bottom, you can read it for yourself and make it to the top of your organization or whatever you're trying to do, or just be an outstanding performer. So are you performing the way you want to perform for the Most High? Just think about this. The Most High's organization got a structure. When you're reading the Pseudepigrapha and Enoch, there's archangels, there's principalities, you know, there's structures. There's structure there. There's order. So where are you in the Most High structure? And it's funny that question, are you a star in his structure? You know, the sun and the moon is actually angels. That's part of the Most High structure. So, and that's according to Enoch. So are you a star in his structure? So anyway, the whole reason I want to do this is just to show y'all how, man, the knowledge that we need to become better, the knowledge that we all need to grow. It's not just this book. I'm not saying everybody go get this book. I'm saying any just pick up a book, and it's a plethora of good books at the Goodwill. That's a great place. And when you read this, you're going to start reading and you say, hey, these are the same principles in the Bible. And then you're going to go back and you're going to read the Bible, and then you're going to start to identify more principles. Oh, you're going to say, oh, that's how the Most High works. They put it plainly, but the Most High kind of had to decode it so that people from different backgrounds and different mindsets can break it down for themselves. And now once you see how some of these strategies are coded into the Bible, now you can break down different code in the Bible and come up with more strategies and make it plain for people around you and for yourself. So that's the whole point of eating the meat, leaving the bones. Am I saying everything in this book is going to be good? No. But you got to know how to read something and take what aligns with the Most High and leave the stuff that doesn't. So with that being said, man, I love y'all, man. This was a good day, man. A good vlog. And, you know, we going to wrap it up. I'm about to get me some grub. About to start this microwave. She's been holding off on, about to warm up this food. She's been holding off on this microwave. So, shalom. I love y'all. All praise to the Most High. And I'm going to holler at y'all later, man.